Welcome back. In this video we can discuss about this particular question. Give the purpose of following function with examples strcmp, strcat and strupr, and is asked for 5 marks. Okay, so these are some string manipulation functions used in C++. Okay, so now we can consider some more important string manipulation functions here. Okay, they are commonly using in C++. Okay, the first function is strcpy, next strcat, strlen, strcmp, strupr and strlwr. The strcpy is a string copying function which copy the content from one string to another. So this strcpy function is used for copying the content from one string to another. Okay, now we can consider one program example for this. str string copying function. Okay, so in this function first declare a string 1 and is initialized with a string test. So the size of this string is 1 2 3 4 5. The maximum length of this or maximum memory location this string want to allocate is 5, because here we have 4 characters and at the end we need to attach a null character, so the size is 5 here. Okay, and here declare another string with size 80. String 2 is of size 80. This is a character array. This also a character array. This character arrays are used for representing or storing different characters in string. Okay, so test is stored in this character array. The first location contain character T, the second location contain E, next contain S, next contain T, and finally attaching a null character. Okay, so we can use strcpy function. The syntax is strcpy of the string destination string comma source string. Note, strcpy of destination string comma source string, then end with semicolon. What is the meaning? Copy the content of string 1 to string 2. Okay, so now we can here actually the string 1 contains a string test and string 2 is just declared and it's not initialized. After executing this strcpy function, string 2 is initialized with value which is present in string 1. Now we can display both string 1 and string 2. Okay, now we can execute this and identify what are the result comes here. The string 1 is displayed here, test, and string 2 is also displayed the same string test, which is copied from string 1 by executing this particular one. Okay, so this is string copy. strcpy is a string copy function copying content from second string to the first one. This acts as the destination string and this acts as the source string. Okay, now we can consider this particular program, that is for here we are going to read any string from keyboard while running the program. Okay, so here it declare a string 3, a character array string 3 with length 10, and next string 4 is another character array with the same length 10. So here we have the option for entering a string through the keyboard. So first display the statement or command here, then we can enter a string, then we can call strcpy of string 4 comma string 3. What will happen? The string 3 actually contains the string which is entered through the keyboard. Okay, so while executing this strcpy function, content from string 3 is stored into string 4. Now we can display the strings, two strings. What will happen? You can check now. So first display this statement here. Okay, here it display the statement enter a string, this one. Now we can enter a string here. Now enter this one string. So here it is going to display the content of string 3, next content of string 4. Okay, the content of string 3 is the same string which is entered here, and the string 4 holds the same string. After executing this STR CPP function, the content of string 3 is copied into string 4. Now both the string array or both the character array hold the same string. Okay. So in order to enter a string through the keyboard, we can use this cin method. Okay. So next function is strcat, that is string concatenation. String concatenation, that means appending a second string to the end of the first string and form a single string. Thus strcat is used for concatenating two strings, that is appending the second string to the end of the first string. Okay, now we can consider the syntax and with an example program, strcat program. Okay, this one program. Okay, so here we have first character array with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is the string stored in this S1 character array. In the S2 character array, we have the same but in lowercase format. Okay, just a string stored in S1 and second in S2. Now here this two cout statement for just displaying this content of S1 and content of S2. Now executing this strcat function. What is the syntax of using strcat? strcat of first string comma second string. While executing, what will happen? The content of S2 get attached or get appended to the end of string S1 and the final concatenated string available in S1. Got the point? The S2 string get appended to the end of S1 and the concatenated string available in S1. Okay, so this S1 acts as the destination string also. Here perform the appending operation. S2 get appended on the end of S1 and the destination or the concatenated string available in S1. So after concatenating, now the resultant string available in S1. Okay, now we can execute this. Okay, the first string is capital A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and S2 is another character array, small letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. After concatenation, that is display this particular command here or display this particular statement here, concatenated string. Okay, what's the concatenated string? Here it display which one? S1, because here this S1 acts as the destination. That means after concatenation, the resultant string available in S1 itself. So while displaying this S1, now we get this concatenated string. After displaying the first string's content, the second is get appended at the end of S1. So this one, in this form, the strings are available in S1 now. Okay, so now we can read two string from keyboard while running. So we can use this code now, in which we have two character array S3 and S4 both with size 20 characters. That means S3 can hold maximum 20 and S4 can hold maximum 20 characters. Now we can enter string through keyboard by running or executing, and that entered string can be stored into this character array S3 and this character array. First entered string stored into character array S3, the second entered string stored into character array S4, and after that we can call this strcat function st comma s4. What will happen? The content of S4 get appended at the end of S3 and the final concatenated string available in S3 only. Okay, so we can display the concatenated string by displaying this S3. Okay, now we can execute this one. What will happen? First display this statement, enter first string. Okay, now we can enter which one? Enter any string, just entered AST, then BNM, second string entered as BNM. So the concatenated string is AST BNM. Okay. Okay. Next is the function strlen. strlen is a string manipulation function for finding the length of a given string. This strlen function used for finding the length of given string. Okay, so this is the program example strlen .cpp. Now this one. String length.cpp. Okay, consider this one program. Here first enter here S1 is a character array with size 20. That means this is a character array. That means allot 20 consecutive free bytes in memory and named it as S1. Okay, here we can store 20 different characters in a consecutive way. So the first we can enter a string while executing this program through the keyboard and is stored into this character array S1. Now we can find the length of this S1 using this function strlen of S1. That means find the length of string, that means number of characters present in S1 using this function and return the length. Length always is an integer value, so we need to receive that returned in length value into an integer variable. So that is why this int length equal to strlen of S1. This strlen function always returns an integer value that indicate the length of this particular string. Okay, so here we use the syntax int length equal to strlen of S1. What's the meaning? The returned length value must be received into an integer variable. So here length is an integer variable. Here we can store the length of this string S1 which is returned after executing this strlen function. That is why the syntax of this particular strlen function is like this. Int a variable name equal to strlen of string, so that the returned length value now available in this particular memory location which is labeled as length. Okay, and it must be always integer type because length value is always integer, not a character value, not a double type value. Length of a string is always integer. That is why this data type int here. Okay, so int a variable name equal to strlen of S1. So the returned length value now available in this particular memory location which is labeled as length. Now in order to display the length we need to display this length variable. Okay, now we can execute this. So we can enter any string. Okay, the string length is displayed as 10. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here the length of the string is displayed as 10 here. Okay. Now the next function is strcmp. This strcmp function is for comparing two strings or check whether the given two strings are equal or not. So in order to check whether the two given strings are equal or not, we can use this function strcmp. So consider one program example. This one program. So this one S1 and S2 character array. The first entered string stored in character array S1, second entered string stored in character array S2. Now call strcmp of S1 comma S2. So this strcmp function compare these two string and return a value. Sometimes the return value equal to 0 or other it may be a non-zero value. If it returns a 0 value, then it means that the two strings are equal. If it returns a non-zero value, then it indicates that these two strings are not equal. Note this point. So this strcmp function, after executing, it returns an integer value. It may be a positive integer or a negative integer or 0. If it returns a 0, that means S1 and S2 are equal. If this string returns a non-zero integer, that is sometimes negative or positive, whatever it may be, if it returns a negative integer value, then it means that S1 not equal to S2. Okay, so that is why after this strcmp, just like our strlen, after execution it returns an integer value. So we need to receive that integer value and store into a particular memory location. That is why here we declare a memory location which is labeled as n and is used for storing integer type value. After executing this strcmp function, we can store the returned value after this strcmp execution, store into that location which is labeled as n. Okay, so after this execution, we can compare the value of n using this if statement. If n equal to 0, two consecutive equals means check if the value of n equal to 0. Okay, so this single equal indicate assignment of the value returned here to location n, and two consecutive equal indicates check if n equal to this value. Okay, so if n equal to 0, we can display both strings are equal. If n not equal to 0, then execute this else part. Here it display strings are not equal. Now we can execute this. Okay, so first string is going to enter AST and second string VGH. So here it displayed strings are not equal. Okay, why? Because here this string display or return after executing this strcmp function, it returns a non-zero value which is stored in this integer variable n. So while comparing this n with 0, if n equal to 0, no, here n is not equal to 0 because S1 not equal to S2. So it execute the else body. It skip the if body and execute else body. Now we can execute the program once more and enter the same value AST. So now it returns a 0 value and is stored into memory location which is labeled as n. So now 0 is present in n. So if comparing, for this comparison, if n equal to 0, the condition becomes satisfied. So it execute the if body and skip the else body and execute this return statement. Okay, that is why the result or displayed here it is strings are equal. Okay, so we can execute once more. Now I enter the first string as AST and enter second string in lowercase letter and the same AST. Here consider uppercase and lowercase letters AST are considered as different string. Okay, uppercase and lowercase string. The same string, but one is represented in uppercase and the other in lowercase, but they are not equal. Okay. Next case is STR Upper, STR Upper, STR Upper. This is used to convert all the characters in a string to the uppercase letters. Okay, so converting the given lowercase character into uppercase. Okay, so this is a program example for understanding this. So character array S1 is given here. So first entered string is stored in S1 and perform STR Upper of S1. Okay, STR Upper of S1 means convert all the lowercase letter into uppercase, and after displaying this, the resultant string contains all uppercase character. All characters present in this S1 after executing this contains all uppercase letters. Okay, consider one example. Now enter on small letter ASD. So after executing this, while displaying this S1 again, how it appeared in capital letter ASD. Once more we can execute. I am going to enter values like 1 in capital letter, 2nd in capital letter, and 2 D and F are in small letter. How it works? Look like this. The output contain all the letters in uppercase format. That means all the uppercase letter in this input kept as same, and lowercase letters converted into its uppercase form. Okay, so STR Upper used for converting from lowercase to uppercase. Similarly, STR LWR, which is used for converting all the characters in a string to lowercase letters, uppercase to lowercase. And if any characters present in the input in lowercase itself, in the resultant string it kept as same without any change. So now we can consider this one example. STR LWR. So consider this program. S1 is the character array. Enter a string through the keyboard and perform STR LWR of S1. So it convert all the uppercase letter into lowercase and the resultant string available in S1 itself. Okay. Similarly, in STR Upper also, after converting the resultant value present in the same string itself. So now we can display the converted string. Okay, I am going to enter all the string in capital letter and the resultant string. After executing this STR LWR function, after displaying this S1, all letters appeared in lowercase form. Once more we can execute, and three letters given in uppercase and 2 in small case. What will happen after executing this? Lowercase letters kept as same in the output or after conversion, and uppercase letters are converted into lowercase. Okay, so calling this function, all the uppercase letters converted into lowercase and the resultant value present in S1 itself. Okay, so these are some important string manipulation functions commonly using in C++. Okay, among this STR CMP, STR CAT and STR UP are asked for your exam. Okay, thank you.